The type of porn that I watched when I was 19 was not the stuff that I watched when I was 14. The types of things I did with women when I was 23 were not the types of things I did when I was 17. And that's addiction. Now, it manifests differently at different speeds for different people. But, like my mentor, the guy who ended up walking me hand in hand through recovery, through my house arrest program for 2+ years. The program was for 2 years, but he's been my mentor, ever since. He's somebody that I contact regularly. His story was very different on paper. He had decades of sexual addiction, of hurting his wife. He never physically had any contact with a woman outside of his wife. He had decades of pornography, decades of that type of infidelity. And his wife would tell you the pain that caused. He would tell you the destruction that caused with his family. And there was never a point in my addiction, or there was never a point in my recovery journey where I was like, oh, well, you don't understand me. Because I very quickly, it was made obvious to me that while our addictions flowered differently, we were two different branches on the exact same tree. Like our addictions were the same DNA. They manifested differently, right? But ultimately, there's uniqueness to our stories. There's uniqueness to the ways that we did things. And there's going to be uniqueness to what type of boundaries certain guys are going to need and what type of rules certain guys are going to need. It's not a cookie cutter approach, but there's some common denominators that are always going to be there. There's some standard like pillars of recovery that need to be there, because while it manifests differently, there are some things that are always going to be there.